Why do we keep going after that?
I don't know.
Can we just replay that every show forever?
That's how it is. Here we go. Once upon a groove on an old soul tune. I watch the pen move to shape the breakthrough. Who makes moves, maneuver in the right direction? The rest of you get left behind and messed up in this session. I'm not trying to make a difference. Maybe some pocket change.
Welcome on to Drunkcast Live. This episode, well, it's not really an episode. It's an extra super special episode. 247 after hour.
We had planned to do the new show.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy.
But it's
crazy.
Yeah, Dawn's didn't open until pretty late. We usually start recording here before the band starts playing.
Yeah.
By 2 hours.
And we're usually done
Actually,
right
that's
before the
usually
band's ready
that's
to
usually
play.
our cue. Is like
It's
when
yeah.
we hear Nash do hit the A train. It's we cut off the
Yep.
show.
That's them playing us off, and so
When they did Gloria for 24 hours.
but we couldn't do it this time. Last episode of Drunkcast Live at 247, goodbye episode, was going to be a little loud, and we just can't do new content pinning yet. So we'll do it the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until then, let's drink.
Yes, let's drink it up. I've got a fresh one in front of me.
Ramming speed.
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
I've done it again.
That actually works out too, because Chris Loy wanted to come and hang out, and so we can have an opportunity to, you guys can kiss on some mics or whatever.
Tell him how wrong he is.
Yeah, man. Oh, is Chris Lloyd coming out?
Yeah.
That guy can be funny. I'll put that on tape.
I like Chris Lloyd,
I
no
do
matter
too.
what he thinks
I
of
do
me,
too.
which is fine.
He's always wrong, though.
Yes.
So a couple of things I want to talk about in content pending, because since we were talking about content pending, I'll go ahead and
let's
just
just pimp that
let's
shit.
introduce everyone else. Drunkcast Live, of course, we like to hang out at Don Seaboat in Austin, Texas. We like to have some drinks. We like to do that with interesting people. Adam McWaters over here on the left-hand side.
I
He's
am
our
Adam McWaters.
Beard and Luck Dragon. We have across from him, we have Banjo. He's our Disney fanatic and part-time dog, Benjamin Hampton. We're so happy to have you back too as well.
You know what? I would love it if dogs would accept me as a honorary dog.
I'm pretty
Because
sure.
that's a pretty high.
Oh, but that's
No,
that is a tough pecking order, man.
If I found out that somehow your plane was shot down or fell over like an area that's like heavily situated with like wolves or whatever, I'd be like, he's fine. They get him. They understand.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, you're one of us. I mean, you smell a little different, but like, want to wrestle? Like,
Why are you so
yeah.
naked? But yeah, come over
Right,
here.
right.
Well, you still got that food, yeah?
Wait, so
Pretty much all it takes for dogs.
Henry is your master, is that correct?
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? He already broke my heart once tonight. I mean, I got on the couch with him thinking, maybe I'll just give him some loves.
Uh-huh.
He's getting older. I need to spend time with him. And he looked at me like, what the shit are you thinking?
I was sleeping, motherfucker.
And he got off the couch and jumped on the opposite couch and looked at me.
Oh,
And I went,
wow.
Henry, no.
He threw some shade.
But he couldn't hear you because his ass is
He
deaf.
is deaf as shit.
All right, so I'll recollect what I was saying before. I know you'll be safe because you'll just be some coyote's concubine or something.
I mean,
Favored
This one
servant.
smells weak.
yeah, if that's what it takes.
Bathe her and bring her to me.
Well, he rubs bellies very, very well.
Right, right.
I'll just roll over.
The kibble
Just-
now.
I'll show submission immediately. Some kind of weak ass beta wolf.
Then the beast is like, oh my god, the guy did it. Like,
They fall for this every time. It's so weird.
wow, this is amazing.
So a couple things I was going to talk about in the content pinning show. Black Panther came out.
It did.
It's made money.
It has made money, and I did see it. I
You
actually
did?
saw it with Chris Lloyd, and I can wait for him to show up if we want to talk about with him, whatever. Of course, there's already controversy surrounding it. Of course, there's already controversy surrounding it from both sides of the aisle already.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's black.
The black community is saying like you shouldn't care about Black Panther as much as you care about like Birth of a Nation, or you shouldn't care about other black or African American content, or whatever. That's fun. We can reach into that. Also, there's just this idea, of course, that we've been kind of skirting around and almost like actually just punching right in the face, which is people are saying this is one of the best Marvel movies.
Really?
I'm watching it as critically as I can, and I say it's a good movie. I don't think it's my favorite Marvel movie, but I also don't know if it's some kind of bias. I don't know. But are people so starving because the movies have just become so stupid? Because we're watching Ragnarok. We can bring that up
And
later.
I'm not loving it at all.
So
I'm
was
going to go with
better than-
that theory.
will the MCU crumble under its own efforts? And of course,
Wait,
finally,
does Disney own it?
oh yeah,
Then yes.
Yeah, then
The
yes.
answer is yes.
Finally,
buddy.
of course, the biggest thing that happened over the last week was the shooting in that Florida school.
Yep. I used to live 4 miles from there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't everything about 4 miles from there?
No, I
can't
really,
tell.
I used to live 4 miles from there.
Everything in Florida is about 4 miles from there.
No. Actually, when I lived there, it didn't exist. That high school wasn't there. Otherwise, I would have
So
gone
you
to
didn't
it.
really live 4 miles from
My
there.
joke's better.
But no, I used to live.
Save
in
it for
that-
the third segment.
I used to live in that community,
Yeah.
and it's a thing. It's not pleasant.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible.
It is terrible.
So
And,
thoughts and prayers, maybe.
well, yeah, of course. And the question is, is that ever going to be enough? No.
That's that. Just personally, I read it, I tracked it for a day or two, and then it was off my radar. Why? Why
Yeah.
is it off my
Yeah.
radar? Because it happens every month.
There was one reporter
Yeah,
that
we have
said,
18 this year.
False.
yeah,
Fake news.
Well,
well,
it?
it's
no. You have had
18 guns have gone
guns
off.
discharged on school premises.
Yes.
Okay, but not
Yes.
mass shootings.
Some
2
of-
were suicides.
suicides.
5 were accidents.
Well, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah. So there's been like 8.
Once again, proof that Drunkcast
Actual
Live
school
is the most
shootings,
accurate news
which,
source.
Which is still
We can cover that later.
very much too
Let's
high.
cover it later.
Okay. Sorry.
I want to talk about it. I definitely want to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not just because I like actually having people because I've been skirting around that 18 also because it like doesn't fit the narrative.
Yeah, you got to be skeptical, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Different kind of skeptic.
there is
It's important.
false news on both sides.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Got to check your sources.
Again, Drunkcast Live, most accurate news
I
source.
just remembered a
that has ever
T-shirt.
existed.
I remember a T-shirt that upset me about all this. Anyway, but let's start off with what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing? Benja, what's been your week like?
My week has been a little crazy. There was some nuttiness with the wife's employment.
Yeah.
That's been kind of handled. I had to step in and handle some things, which you should never have to do with another person's job. But it came to that.
Unfortunate.
So that was a Blanton's night.
I thought you had like 14 jobs at one point.
She did have a whole bunch of them, but she had settled on one, and it just got kind of wacky because of a certain person.
The silver lining of that story is Blanton's is dope.
Blanton's is super dope.
So good.
But is it $110 dope?
It is if it's the only place you finally found a place that has a bottle left.
I guess. Is there a comparable bourbon that's not $110 though?
I wouldn't say comparable, but there are acceptable versions.
Yeah.
Any like even fucking Evan Williams single barrel.
Yeah.
Like that cuts that price below half.
Yeah. So, that was my week. Dealing with stuff I didn't really want to deal with, but I did. What I did learn though, because when the news came in, like she got an email that was particularly ugly. I left work. I don't do that normally.
Yeah.
We
We had Chipotle too. I mean, I wanted to leave work after that.
Chipotle's delicious.
That was gross.
Yours looked gross though. You did some weirdness to your burrito bowl.
I just put stuff in it. I put stuff that should be delicious. That normally is delicious
I mean,
if
you
you add it
put
all together.
guac and queso though, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Oh,
turned
there's your problem. Yeah.
It
No.
turned it into a
Well, but-
brown mess.
No,
Guac,
that's
guac
delicious.
and queso can definitely work. I just don't think their guac and their queso work together.
I've never had the queso before, so
The
Yeah.
queso's whack.
yeah, I've heard.
You can buy better at the store. Seriously,
I was gonna. So that was a poop joke, but
No,
yeah,
no,
you
you're
can-
good.
you tell
You're
me.
good.
that was
yeah.
a poop joke.
Yeah.
But I
It's a secret
I
of the
leave
news
work
joke, that was.
and I go home to be supportive
Yeah.
and talk through the things. And I walk in and she goes, "What are you doing home?" "I'm fine." And I went, "Well, I'm not doing this again."
Never
Fuck
do
this.
anything no one thanks you for.
Yeah, you figure it out.
Yeah. yeah.
Wife.
Huh.
Mean
All right. Well, I'm
lady.
gonna go play video games. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm going
about-
back to Chipotle. How about that? I'm gonna have a margarita.
Limerita.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Other than
actually,
that, the week was pretty okay.
yeah.
It was good.
Adam.
I spend my days looking for jobs.
Okay.
But when that well runs effectively dry, I've been learning a lot about a lot of things, like taking courses on things that I've been trying to brush up on or learn more about.
Noise.
And
On which or about which? Yeah.
yeah, and just
Not a lot of English classes, but yeah, I get it.
not a lot of those. No, I'm not from your country. But it's nice. It's a nice thing to do if you're ever interested in doing those things. I would urge you to do that because
to learn things.
Yes, because
Crazy talk, sir. We're in America.
I'm busy that weekend.
it is.
I'm not gonna be a
very
nerd in
inspiring.
school. Fuck you.
I can't. I'm going to help Travis move that weekend.
yeah. To a gun show.
I was dead at the time.
Yeah, to help my 16-year-old niece get a bunch of AR-15s. Or a 15-year-old niece get an AR-16s. I can't remember.
She only used to be.
Either way, it's a quinceanera.
Either way, the best quinceañera you've ever been to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Drugcast.
That needs to be a shirt.
Drugcast magic.
No, that's your sex tape. That's the name of your sex tape.
Either way,
it's a
quinceañera.
Oh man.
Oh no, we are getting arrested for that.
Yeah. I don't,
We're
I
getting
don't want to see Dylan
investigated
arrested.
for
Never
it.
running for office.
Thanks, Dylan.
No.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's true. If Trump get away with it, I'm just saying dumb shit. I didn't actually pay anybody for sex.
It's true.
That's true.
That
There's
you
no
knew
intention. The intention's not.
No.
That you could prove in
Allegedly,
a court of law.
my lawyer paid for sex.
No, the other one though. The other one, the Playboy Playmate.
Yeah.
There's two.
There's a second one.
Yep.
Do you remember what was the biggest scandal of Obama's?
He read from
Actually, the biggest scandal
bombing.
the Portuguese water dog choice was questioned pretty heavily.
That was he wore a tan suit.
because it was Portuguese.
Oh yeah, the tan
He
suit.
wore that tan suit that
Oh, yeah.
Fox
That's right, in
News
mo-
talked
in
about
mom
for
jeans.
weeks.
Yeah.
But now
What a disgrace he was.
so you have two porn stars, or
Playmate.
a porn star and
Right.
a model,
Right.
claiming to have sex with them, and listen, Trump's gonna Trump. You know, it's just
Yep.
locker fucking. What? Who
Yep.
cares?
Yeah, locker fucking
Yeah.
record scratch.
Yeah.
9 months. 9 months the Playboy Playmate and him had an affair.
9
Yeah.
months.
9 months.
Yeah.
And he tried to pay her $10,000 after the first one.
Yeah.
Ah, what a cheapskate.
I don't know. I
I
was about to say I'd fuck him for $10,000, but I wouldn't.
$130,000 for one night, right? 130, 150,000. What was it? 130, 150.
Stormy
the-
Daniels was 130.
130.
Karen McDougal was 150 for her life rights story that was paid for by the Inquirer, which is owned
Oh,
by
yeah.
by
Yeah.
Donald Trump's best friends.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
Like Lex Luthor and the Mysterio.
Was the Stormy Daniels only one night? That's all it was? I thought that she had a continued affair also.
There was one night.
no,
Uh,
they had multiple meetings. They had
Meetings, yeah.
multiple
Yeah.
things that she alleged,
But only one disappointing sex?
but only one terribly
That we know
disappointing
of.
sexual experience that we
Okay.
know of.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that-
she
that
says she has
said.
a Lewinsky dress.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck this country.
She's been saving.
That's
it
a. I mean, that's
It's
a,
over, guys.
That's a dog
Come
whistle, though, right? Like
I don't know.
saying it's a Lewinsky dress. You know, like that obviously, and then must be a dog whistle, as like making this thing not as bad as the Clinton affair, right?
She's just saying she has DNA proof.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was your
He
editorial.
blasted on something of hers.
Yes.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Probably on his shoes. I mean, that guy's prostate's probably fucked.
Well, this was 10 years ago.
I don't want to think about that guy's butthole.
I mean, you have to. You're
Now
a
I
doctor.
do.
City slicker.
Technically,
The
technically,
legend.
That's where Curly's gold is kept.
The legend.
It's the legend continues.
Trump's caverns.
Miles of stalactites.
Bring a rope. Don't get lost.
bring a rope and a flashlight.
And don't touch anything. Leave only footprints. Take
Throw away
only
your
memories.
shoes. Throw away your boots afterwards. Blech.
Yeah.
Take only terrible memories.
Yep.
Or is it take only photographs, right?
Yeah.
With all- yeah.
Only shoot photos. Yeah.
Only shoot photos, take only memories.
Something like
leave
that.
only.
Yeah, exactly.
leave only cum.
foot- leave only knuckle children.
Yeah. Yeah. Disperse some free publication. What was it? Literature? Free literature?
Yeah,
We're watching this show called Letterkenny.
yeah. That was it's fantastic.
What is this?
Letterkenny is this Canadian show that takes place in basically like in a 5,000 population
Town.
shitty little town, like a redneck town in Canada. And it's,
Which they do have.
yeah, which
Yeah.
of course everyone does.
That's
you know?
most of Canada.
Yeah,
And
most
it's,
of Canada.
and it's so fucking funny in the most simple of ways. And I want everyone to fucking watch it.
Is it
honestly.
Netflix? Hulu?
No, well, someone stole it. It was on the Comedy Channel. I don't know if it actually
Yeah.
made it any
You might be
farther.
able to track it down somewhere streaming between the big three. I've seen it a few places, but it was so long ago, and I never watched it, and I regret that because it is
YouTube will
fucking
probably
charming.
No, I will take my DeLorean back to 1996 and get some DVDs just to burn you a bunch of episodes because it
Man,
is.
you can't afford no DVD player in 1996. That
No,
was
I
like
mean, I had a DVD burner now.
$6,000.
I still have the DeLorean.
Oh,
you know?
okay, yeah.
I can come back.
You're good.
You get the DVDs, bring
And
back
he
here to
said
burn
he
them.
said 1986, so he's not buying one there
No,
either.
96.
He said 96.
96.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember my DVDs. Actually, that's too far, huh?
No.
it's not too far, but
That's when
it's
they came
still
out.
precarious on the.
Sure. That's
They didn't become like dirt cheap.
early internet.
Yeah, that's. Or like we weren't even out of high school yet.
I know.
Those are at least expensive DVDs.
Well, back in 96, there was still the DivX DVD debate.
I was a VCD kid, I think, back in 96.
Yeah.
DivX was a temporary
Oh, yeah.
ownership.
They had DivX boxes.
Yeah.
DivX boxes.
Yes.
Yet
It was a
another
really,
tech-
really bad idea.
Yeah, yet another technology debate that pornography decided,
Yeah.
as they literally drive
They've driven everything.
every technology debate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there wasn't VR. It's a thing because there's VR porn now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Is there?
There's VR. VR in 4K,
I would
baby.
never.
Oh, it's so great.
Oh,
It is. It is.
perish the thought. Mental
It
note.
is.
Yeah.
It is scary.
Siri, get me some VR porn.
It's scary because you lose all your senses if you're doing it correctly, and so you're always looking at the door like, who?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I live alone
everything's
now.
All you
still
need to do
locked.
is couple that game with. Remember that prank that people would.
The 4chan prank. I was about to bring it up. There was a thing
Yeah.
that was going on in 4chan, especially in the adult forums, where it's like porn, where they would just like add like a porn thing, and then on one channel they just have like a really loud knock at the door.
Oh, no.
So you're like,
Or like a door opening sound.
Yeah.
And
so add that to VR too, or it's like it's just so otherworldly. Like you know this is the thing, and then like it just sounds like, Craig, come to the bathroom, or whatever your mom would say.
Yeah.
I don't know what moms say.
Why's she calling me Craig?
I don't know what she called me, Craig.
Yeah,
Why is she in
yeah.
the bathroom?
And
This
why-
is different porn.
Yeah. This is different. This
Yeah.
is not what I asked for.
Yeah.
Mom's not a tranny.
Those
I'm not
VR
interested.
goggles are going flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Fuck
it's just
yeah,
gonna
they are.
be you standing there with your pants at your ankle, standing in the middle of an empty
No,
room.
I'm not a pants and
boner all out.
ankles J-O-er. That's weird.
No, yeah, of course not.
Sure, you're not.
Ben lights candles.
Oh yeah.
Ben
No.
lights bath.
He soothes it out.
J-O is
He's got a fainting couch.
purpose-driven
Hey.
exercise. If you're there more than like a minute, what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Build up.
It was, it was my theory of why hand jobs are irrelevant.
Go on.
Is the
We're already here.
it's like nobody you've trapped
Slippery
us.
slope.
Nobody knows how to do that better than you do to yourself.
yeah.
Because like, how many times has it been like I literally have 2 minutes to get ready to get to work, and you not only got ready for work, but prior to that you pulled it off. Like
Literally.
you know exactly, you know exactly what to do, and you can't explain it to anybody.
Yeah.
It's just a magical combination that is known only to yourself. And yes, that is a thing that I think everybody has.
I've got 2 minutes. I can do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
I've
Adam's
got
week.
this.
Minute and a half to spare.
right.
Might as well make breakfast.
I got 2 minutes. I can make some rice.
Yep, we got some quick oats.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's no rice in the rice maker. Boom, time savings. I'm gonna get to work 17 seconds early.
Let's go chicken it with Uncle Ben.
What you doing, Quaker Oats guy? You got me, fam.
Cool story.
You J-O twice. 2 minutes?
You get this taken care of.
That's before you put the extra brown sugar in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Open
be.
the packet afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the
Well, it's
only
got to
thing.
sit for a second. Those oats got to soften up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a calm Wednesday, boys.
Doesn't get me down. Oh no.
I'm gonna be in my Zen state, my zone.
I had my 2 minutes.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna miss this show.
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
But yes. Yeah, so guns in America.
Oh no! How about we take a break?
No, there's no breaks.
No breaks. I have
No.
to pee.
Go pee then.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
We'll be here.
You guys have that discussion with my salient points missing.
Okay. Oh man,
Yeah, so
crying again.
I did go back and watch a bunch of the Marvel stuff. I watched all 3 Iron Men in a row.
Okay.
I mean, over a period of time, but without anything else in between. And I do believe that they fit far better as a trilogy than they did anything else. And I feel like that's just going to be the curse. I think it leads into, Dylan, your
Yeah.
fatigue and the concern about like trying to make a salient movie, right? Without it having to do with everything else around it. Like the third movie doesn't work unless you've seen every movie up to that point, really.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of pieces missing.
There is.
But if you know it,
That was my problem with it. Is I didn't watch any of the other stuff,
yeah.
but I liked Iron Man 1 so much that I subjected myself to 2 and 3.
Because you didn't see Captain America, right?
No, I still haven't.
I mean, like
I should though. I
don't
want
know
to watch
why.
that.
Honestly, I think it's my favorite.
It's the best one.
Yeah,
It's-
I want to watch that
hands
and
down.
Winter Soldier. The first one in Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's fun. It's better in subsequent viewings for sure if you're prepared for it. If you're not watching everything else and you're not fatigued by it, it's actually probably much better.
Yeah.
It is better in subsequent viewings, but still not as good as the first Avenger.
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good.
It's okay.
No, Captain America, the first.
The first
Captain
one,
America.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, just give me first Avenger and Iron Man.
Yeah.
And
It's everything Wonder Woman should have been.
and then just make actually Wonder Woman. Honestly, I watched it just recently.
I'm sorry.
No, maybe it's a fatigue versus. How about this? It's in the same vein as Ant-Man in that it stands alone, doesn't require knowledge of anything else for
Yeah.
it to be a movie, and it's actually pretty decent.
Oh man, no.
I'm saying it's not as good as Ant-Man. Ant-Man was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
But I'm saying it doesn't require you to have any knowledge of anything else.
Yeah. To that point, I would say yes. Yes, of course.
And when you watch it in that vein, like I second time I watched it, I actually enjoyed it more than the first time.
Maybe I need to watch it again.
It still has terrible.
Should we
terrible-
watch it again?
It has
then?
lots of faults. I'm not going to deny that at all.
I was telling Adam tonight,
If
like,
you agree to it, I will watch it again. with
okay,
you.
let's watch it again.
Okay.
It has faults, but it's not bad.
It has a lot of faults.
Yes.
I don't like distilling a movie down to damn she's pretty, but that's, and I'm talking about Chris Fine.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a pretty guy. Jeez, he's pretty.
Yeah, no, that was my takeaway was
The best part of that movie was the pizza and holding Travis's hand on that
Yeah.
big cushy couch
when I fell
upstairs.
asleep. I fell asleep in his arms.
Yeah, cuddling up.
Yeah. Because that last action sequence was just so fucking distracting. I was like,
Oh no, it has faults. It has serious faults.
major faults.
Yeah.
Which movie?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Oh, how bad
But
it was.
again, I just watched it like last week, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I actually enjoyed watching it.
Okay, that's
It was
promising.
good.
And I will retract something I said on an earlier episode, like 2 or 3 episodes again. Suicide Squad is still the worst of the DC movies. I was stupid to say the Justice League was worse than that. Chris did turn me around. The only time Chris has ever turned me around.
Yeah, don't let it go to your head, Chris.
Yeah. Because not because of what he said. Actually, he didn't help me with it at all. I just thought about it a little bit farther without the distractions.
It's hard to be worse than Suicide Squad.
It's
Holy
really
shit.
I still haven't
fucking
seen
hard.
Justice League yet, though. So.
Honestly, it's just a fucking bad movie. It's just a bad movie. Suicide Squad is like, mwah, it's like a fine cheese. It's like,
A fine cheese that's gone wrong.
well, yeah, like all
The
cheeses.
wrongest
yeah.
it could go.
Like all good cheeses, like, you left this out 1,000 years too late.
Whoops.
Yeah. Let's do it again. Why?
No.
Can we do it in a couple years? Oh, I guess so.
Just put it in the
Science.
sun.
Yeah. Sun-dried blue cheese
Ugh.
with Bluetooth technology.
It's right there in the
And a
name.
Wi-Fi hotspot.
But I appreciate you for saying that you went back and watched Wonder Woman and you liked it better. I still think it's a bad movie, like an actual objectively bad movie, but the best of all the DC movies, hands down.
I shouldn't feel like I can beat up the main bad guy. He looked like a sad old man.
Yeah.
Like a librarian.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be scared of that
Because that's what that
the
dude
evil
looks
villain.
like.
Yeah.
He fit perfectly in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did not
Yeah.
fit as the god of war.
No.
Well, that was a conversation we had about Ragnarok. Like the best parts about Ragnarok are these scenes when they're in this extra crazy weird planet where there's like junk everywhere except for Goldblum's like mansion and all this crazy stuff, and like it's all beautifully bright. The colors are popping and actually kind of wonderful. There's all this like culture going around. Like, there's this great scene, essentially, like, Bruce Banner is turned back from the Hulk, and he's, like, just so stressed out because he just finds out he's on a different planet. He has no idea he's on a different planet. And Thor's like, oh, I'm going to get you off this planet. He's like, thank God, because this planet is purposely created to just stress me out, and I don't want to turn back into the green guy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're going to get off the planet, and we're going to leave right now, and you're never going to have to think about Hulk ever again. And they step out a little walkway. Bruce gets hit with this big powder of green, and there's this fucking Hulk party going on.
Yeah, like a Hulk parade.
Like a
because
Hulk
he's
cultural festival because
Hulk's their current
the
champion.
champion of this arena, and so they love the fuck out of the Hulk, and so people are holding like Hulk paper mache signs and all this shit. And it's like, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and like this thing that is unexplored, like universe or whatever. It's really neat, you know. And then back to Asgard, where it's like things are pointy and dark, and who gives a shit because it's just one bad guy,
Right.
You know, like we're talking about like the difference between one bad guy in Spider-Man: Homecoming, the Vulture, which is fucking great because he's a
Right,
B-list,
because
he's an on the street bad guy.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's Ares was just a fucking B, C list bad guy.
Right, but he shouldn't have been.
Should not have
He's
been.
Ares, the god of fucking war.
Correct.
Like,
No,
that's a
I-
whole different ballgame. He should have been a lot more
agree.
important than he was.
And they even played in the plot of the movies, like Zeus died to protect us from Ares, knowing Ares would come back one day. Like, this is the reason we exist, is because he's going to be back one day.
Yeah,
Right.
And it's the Harry Potter guy.
but also not the only
They're
reason
like,
why not the only reason they exist because Justice League fucking retcons that shit because when Justice League is like also the other thing is this mother box. We've been protecting the mother box forever, and also the sword, and also the shield. It's wonderful what DC does. DC does
Man, they just don't give a shit, dude.
no, yeah.
Wow.
DC just fucks things up in such a fucking weaponized way, you know? Like how can we piss off our nerds? You know?
these guys still like our comics. Lol.
I'll see to that.
Steve Mnuchin, Secretary Treasurer of the Treasury and producer of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That fucking ass.
Is that a true thing?
That is a true thing.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
that's how he made his money, producing movies, shitty movies.
I did forget that Elon Musk was in Iron Man 2.
He is.
Yeah, that's right.
He has a conversation with him.
Yeah, small conversation about he's like, I have an idea for an electric jet. And Tony's like, all right, let's work on it. And that's it. They shake hands. Oh, hey, Elon. Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, it's cute.
that's cute. I'm just glad he's not evil.
Not yet.
Yeah, Colbert had an interview with him. He was trying to, it's like, so are you like a good guy or a bad guy? Because you are a super genius and a billionaire.
Yeah.
So you can either destroy the world or save it. And he's like straight out, like jokingly, like, so which one are you? It's like, are you gonna be a good guy or a bad guy?
I'm the kind of guy who wants 2 rockets to land at the exact same time while I also throw a car in space for no reason.
That was really, really cool.
That was super fucking cool.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk all the shit you want about
no,
that particular billionaire, but that worked.
watching
And
that
it
was actually
it
really
was
fucking impressive.
fucking good.
Yeah.
It was a good time, and I'm happy it happened.
Well, it's the closest thing we're ever going to have to our parents watching the first moon landing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I watched
Right.
the Challenger blow up live.
I did
Yeah.
too.
That was a thing.
I was
in my childhood.
that was Virginia, so I was probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, I was 6 or 7.
I was in Florida and I actually saw the explosion in the sky.
Were you 4 miles away from that place?
There's a band named that.
About 40.
Yeah, about 40, 42.
Josh
Yeah.
Strong, ladies and gentlemen.
Strong.
Have a seat, buddy.
What?
Yeah. Honk in the haze.
But yeah, so stories about things.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Well, what I don't like about these little subordinate movies, like leading up to the Infinity War stuff, which is going to be the big thing, is like they all, by default, seem to think that they need to outdo the previous big, powerful bad guy.
I wonder about that. I don't know.
And it's like, then, like, whatever bad guy it is for at least a while in the movie, they're just the most powerful shit in the world. Like, insurmountable odds to defeat kind of thing. And, like, that loses steam the first time.
With Superman.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Superman.
I mean, that's basically been Superman's curse the entire fucking run. It's like,
Right. And
they
so
had to throw
it's like,
things like, well, now he has super chemistry powers, like in the gold, the Silver Age or the Golden Age or whatever. Like, Like, I have to really, really quickly mix these chemicals. I was spinning a hurricane or whatever. Like, that's the shit that they used to do in the comics because they're like,
Yeah.
what else do we throw at this guy?
Yeah,
'Cause
what's
he can literally
fast?
punch the sun into itself, you know? Like,
Guys, spitballing here, but what's a fast thing? Hurricanes. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right.
Fly clockwise to destroy it.
I will anti-salinate this ocean water back into its original lithium form.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
no,
what-
that's an Elon Musk quote, actually.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what I don't like, I think everybody at this point expects both DC and Marvel, all of these things
To make good movies?
No, not anymore.
No, we know that DC will not. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's what Universal's banking
Right
on.
out.
They want
Yeah.
people to love their monster movie universe.
Well, yeah.
It's all Kong now.
Yeah.
It's all Kong.
And Pacific Rim 2. Right, Josh? Yep.
Electric Boogaloo, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim is a great movie.
Yeah, it's a piece of
fucking.
I don't know what to call it
shit.
great, but it's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
Garbage, fucking piece of shit. Absolutely unacceptable.
Adam and I could not be
movie.
in more agreement on this one. It's
That's totally fine.
It's
It's a-
such a piece of shit.
No, it's objectively good that people don't like and was popular. That's
Was
my-
it popular?
That's my three factors.
And
Yeah, of course.
I want to see the second one.
Yeah, it's
I'll
gonna be,
give
it's
them
gonna be a
some
little fun. If old curmudgeon Ben Hellman was so excited about seeing it that he bought the tickets for us to see it in the balcony and loved it afterwards, like you guys.
He was probably drunk at the time.
I like the movie.
I mean, he has no heart left, you know, and you guys, and he's.
So that's why he liked it, because he doesn't have the capacity for emotion anymore.
That's all he had was the little toy. He's like, I want this to be good, and he was like, "Yay, it was so fun. It was a fun movie. It was a lot of fun." Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was
I
consistent.
think
False.
we saw different movies.
It was consistent. No, I watched it again recently. It's
False had zero fun.
It's consistent. Well, that's your fault.
Is it?
Yes.
Look, I saw
Man,
Robot
I'm
Jocks in 1990. That's all I need to know about.
Oh, it's better than Robot Jocks. Can I do one of these? In a
I
shot,
like
please?
Robot Jocks too, and it reminded me so
Jameson.
much of it.
Robot Jocks is fun because it was a
Actually,
shitty
a
bad
Lone
meme
Star
movie.
and a lemon and soda. Yeah.
Are we doing? No, yeah. that's
I'm
not
doing a shot. Yeah.
I'll do a shot.
Okay, I'll do one more shot.
Yes.
Let please, yeah.
And the band never took a break, did they?
No.
Those bastards. We played like 2.5 hours, no break.
They're machines.
It's like
damn
Bruce
it.
Springsteen's here apparently tonight. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince is back.
In pog form.
In pog form.
Purple pogs for everyone.
Yeah, so Black Panther was good. I wouldn't say that it was as excited as everyone else would say, but I say it's good.
Screen Junkies did a really good thing. They did the Blade Trinity for their honest trailers.
Yeah.
And they made a really good point to point out that all the talk about Black Panther being the first Marvel superhero is like, no, Blade had 3 movies like 20 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
we've already done this. This isn't a new thing.
Well, there was a fun joke that the two main white actors were Martin Freeman, who played Bilbo Baggins,
Yeah.
and
Gollum.
and Andy Serkis, who played Gollum. So they were the two Tolkien whites. Tolkien whites.
Tolkien whites.
Ah,
I love it.
yeah.
But fucking honestly, like
It's good. You
Andy,
liked it?
Andy Serkis is fucking one of the best villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whatever.
He plays every character now. That's digital. Right?
Well, he was also in Age of Ultron. Like, well,
Sure.
if you haven't seen it, whatever.
If there was screen capture, I'm sure he was in it. Yeah.
no, he played a regular person.
Oh, really?
But he's like so animated because he's been playing fictional
monkeys.
people for so long, you know. He's been playing monkeys for so long
Hobbit monkeys.
that he like literally was like, I want to know more about this guy. And then he was like, in Age of Ultron, he had like 15 minutes or something, maybe if that, 10 minutes. It's like, where'd he go? I want more of him. And then he has a major character in Black Panther.
Yeah, because Age of Ultron was kind of a lame, dumb movie. So
It is a dumb movie.
I don't
'cause
even know what that one is.
I watched that recently, and that was
That's
dumb.
It's a robot.
Second Iron Man.
That's James Spader plays Ultron. Ultron being one of the whatever.
Wait, it's the second
yeah.
Iron Man?
No, it's
Second Avengers.
It's a second Avengers movie.
Oh,
Okay,
second
yeah,
Avengers.
there's no way.
Yeah.
Second Iron Man is Whips.
Yeah,
Whip
yeah,
guy.
yeah, Whiplash.
Yeah, it was Avengers 2.
Mickey
Age of
Rourke.
Ultron, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Iron Man in a suit in a suitcase. Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Man in a suitcase and Mickey Rourke
Yeah.
with laser whips.
And parakeets.
And Sam Rockwell.
Cockatoos.
Yeah, and it's fucking birds.
It's fucking birds.
Justin Hammer, right?
Yeah, the
Rockwell, like he's great.
yeah, he is.
I don't know who you're.
Sam Rockwell.
Oh,
plays
Sam Rockwell,
Justin Hammer.
Oh yeah.
He's
No,
fucking great.
Because he's Sam fucking Rockwell.
Game over, man.
That's Bill Paxton.
Too bad.
Too bad.
But yeah, Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Academy Award nominee, Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, a nominee, forever nominee.
Soon to be winner. if my money. Pays
Looked
out.
down upon by all of his children.
Now you already won the Golden Glove and a SAG award for it. This is his year, man.
Always a SAG award, never a bride.
No, this is his first time for everything. Finally, after all those years of being that guy you recognize, who's awesome,
Yeah.
and or Gary Oldman, you can't tell.
They're the same person.
Actually,
we've talked about this before.
yeah, but except this year, Sam Rockwell and Gary Oldman are both up for awards.
How are they going to do
Who's
that?
going to show up?
It's
That's
his
not-
greatest role.
That's dividing by 0.
Yeah.
That will cause a
CGI.
black hole.
Remember, there's only
So basically, the world ends the night of the Academy Awards.
Yay!
can't have two
Finally.
The same matter cannot be in the same space at the time.
There are only four. There are only 4 families: the Jacksons, Scorsese's, the Baldwins,
Yeah.
and Gary Oldman. There are
Who
no
is
other.
a family in and of himself.
There are no other actors. No other actors.
Did one of the Baldwins just die? Is that what I heard?
We can
No,
only
he
hope.
survived.
Don't shake your head like that.
I spent a lot of money on that.
The hitchhiking class.
Yeah.
Did you cut the brakes? On the
Among
plane?
other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went crazy.
Which
on
is the one that can make
wires.
a bong out of everything.
That's the one that also
That's the Oldman.
needed to find Jesus. Yeah.
So he died?
That's Stephen.
Almost
He was, he was also Barney in the Flintstones live action movie.
Oh yes.
What?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that with Roseanne.
Marty,
Yes, as Betty.
Rubble,
Yeah.
Baldwin.
She came to the comedy show.
Hi, Michelle. Hey.
Thanks for coming to the
Yes,
South
when
by
I
show.
think of Betty from the Flintstones.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's,
Stephen
Sort of.
Baldwin, yes.
Doesn't really matter.
all right. Well, there's now officially 97 people at the table. So.
Hell yeah, there are.
Hell,
It's a party.
It's the last after hours ever, so
It's the last
who
hour.
shoot it, dude?
drink that queso.
Yeah,
Drink,
yeah. Chug
drink
it.
that queso.
Hey,
Drink,
it's
drink,
solid
drink.
now. It's it's congealed.
Yeah. It's
Chew
it's pog
that
form.
queso. Chew that queso.
And it's going up to his lips.
Oh,
and
it's in-
current.
Here we go.
Oh, he didn't even get any in his
I
beard.
love getting the
That's
Bindi
bad.
chips. They're so perfect.
Yeah, no, he's a professional.
Well, yeah,
He's
a
structurally
pro.
secure.
He's torches like 9 times a week.
Strong as fuck.
You're getting there. Torches all the time, every meal.
Not every meal. Most of the meals.
Just the fourth one.
Do we want to actually have a real
Um,
conversation about gun
Sure, we're
safety?
drunk enough for that.
Yeah. Are we? Are we finally drunk enough for something?
Oh, we have shots on the way.
Oh, let's
we
wait
do
for the
have
shots then,
shots.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, this one scene that I love so much in Iron Man 2. No,
Yeah, we're not taking breaks, people. If you're listening,
though.
this train is keeping on rolling.
This is a marathon.
yeah.
We're not stopping until the board shorts out from someone spilling something on it.
Board shorts aisle?
The board shorts out from spilling something.
It's just a
I thought you said we're not going to stop at the
I don't
board
blow my
shorts
nose on it or
aisle
anything.
if someone spills something on it.
Well, that
need
too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the board shorts aisle is where I do all my shopping.
Board shorts aisle is
Yeah.
where I live.
Yeah. It's
got it.
my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your jams.
Yeah. Yes, literally. My
Yeah.
jams.
That almost sounds, board shorts aisle almost sounds like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song that just never made it.
I love the Good Place because they make a Chili Peppers reference, like the manual test when the automatic system fails
Oh, yes.
to determine if you are qualified to go to the Good Place. One of the questions is, have you ever purchased an album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
The good place is
If
just
the answer
good.
is
That is.
yes, then you do not qualify for the Good Place.
I
Right.
keep
True.
I keep expecting every single time I see there's a new episode. I keep expecting. Oh, here's where it's going to fall off,
Nope, it just gets better.
and it just gets better.
Yeah,
just
I
like
don't- I
Peaky
don't-
Blinders.
I
It's
don't
the
know.
exact same
I don't
every
know how
new
the fuck
season.
it gets better. It's so fucking weird.
It's still so good.
It's still crazy fucking good.
yeah.
At least until season 3.
And-
they're already
And
done.
I love because I wasn't even looking for it because you'd watched the episode before I'd seen it, and I wasn't looking for it. But there's a billboard when they get to hell or whatever.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a billboard that says now playing Pirates of the Caribbean 5,
For-
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever.
I paused it just to laugh at that, actually. Yeah.
God.
Also, knowing the Red Hot Chili Peppers thing,
Yeah.
I would be going to the good place based off just that question. I'm not going to the good place based on any other question, but that one.
Yeah,
Melanie would not.
I would change it
be.
because I think
It's like that. It's like, are you from Florida? It's like, then you go to hell.
Oh, yeah.
my good friend Josh here. I think he and I had a conversation. It was either you, Josh, or it was Nick. I was trying to figure out the best way to phrase this. Have you ever knowingly or on purposely got excited about going to the Red Hot Chili Peppers in concert. If you're like, fine, that's cool. But if you're like, fuck yeah, if you're wearing a Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt,
I've been waiting all
and a
my
hat,
life for this.
Yeah.
I only saw them live because they opened for Pearl Jam.
See?
But they weren't the main act. They were filling in for somebody else who was supposed to be on the ticket.
Oh, God,
their
that
name
sounds
wasn't
like-
even on the poster.
Josh, what do you think about this?
Unfortunately, I've actually purchased Blood Sugar Sex Magic, so I'm out.
Oh, the album's fine.
Yeah.
One album's fine. That's
Every 13-year-old boy in
Yeah.
1991 or 2
It's
or
a good album.
Yeah, bought Blood Sugar
Man.
Sex Magic.
well, we needed to fill out that one Columbia House album. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my penny. That was my penny.
That's the only reason I owned not cranberries, but
The
the
Breeders.
Breeders. The only reason I own that album. Breeders,
Columbia House.
Cannonball.
Yeah, that's the song Cannonball. The only song that they really had
Yeah,
on the radio.
but like I needed one more. I was like, I already got all the Aerosmith I'll ever fucking listen to. 'cause-
Because
Which is
all of them are the same.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but like going to a show that's Pearl Jam and the Red Hot Chili Peppers sounds like one of the worst nights I could
It
imagine.
was
I'm with you, buddy.
1997.
Even then,
96.
Pearl Jam.
that would require that
Yeah.
they make
No, Pro Jam was
good
great.
songs
They were
first,
fucking amazing.
which they didn't. So
Yeah, I'm not a Pearl Jam fan.
Oh, I love Pearl
Again,
Jam.
it was 95, 96 around there. This was like
I was 14, so I don't know.
I
I
was.
still listening to Stabbing Westward.
I'm a huge Eve Six fan.
Fuck
me,
yeah.
me and Nicole
Nicole
in her Ford, whatever that was, with a bass tube in the back.
with,
Yeah.
with the Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, save yourself.
Okay, yeah.
That's Pearl Jam.
Nah, Stabbing Westward, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, Stabbing Westward all the way.
I got a request for Gravity Kills after this. They go together, of course. Like sports and weather, news and weather.
Oh, that's a great song
Yeah, it is.
By a great band.
by a fantastic band that
That
will never
needed
do
that,
another
that,
album.
that deserved a lot more attention than they actually got.
Yeah.
Fountains of Wayne.
Oh, they fucking rule.
God damn! Every album I was expecting just to be god awful, and it
How do they
never was.
How do they craft a narrative with every song that's completely different than every other song?
I don't know.
I don't
Right.
understand.
How do they
And
make
it's
a
just-
better
I
country
love-
album?
You know how I'm a sucker for story,
Of course.
story, the
Story-driven,
lyrics
yeah.
are everything to me, and every time they just out of the park.
Yeah.
They had one instance where they didn't, and that was Laser Show.
Yeah, that's
don't
not
like
the high
Laser
point of
Show.
that album.
Yeah.
Sure.
But how did they make a better country album than almost every country artist?
Right.
Except for Hootie and the Blowfish. Come on. Darius Rucker fucking rules.
Well,
you know.
Ween wins all the time.
Yeah.
Sweet Susie.
I take Fountains of Wayne over Wayne any day. Sorry.
Josh.
It's just a tough call. I mean, like, pits up a road.
That's no. You were gonna hit him. I saw that.
I would pick Fountains of Wayne over Ween.
Okay.
What about Fountains of Ween?
Ooh.
No.
Now you're talking. Now you have a super group worth a damn.
How would you do that? Because we
Why would you dilute Fountains of Wayne?
Dylan and I have talked about doing counting cake,
Yeah.
which is seeing Counting
That
Crow
would work.
song in
That
the,
would work.
in the theme of cake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mr. Jones and me. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Spin the thing with the beads on it. Yeah.
But how would you do Fountains of Ween?
Put him on the
I
spot.
don't know.
You're the mashup artist.
You gotta let the idea gestate, you know? Like, that idea just had sex. Those two
That's
ideas
not what we
just
do on
had sex.
Broadcast, buddy.
We gotta wait 9 months before that.
It's cuddle time. Okay.
It's cuddle time.
No,
I call it shower time.
Plan Ween.
you super group that idea. You get them both all together, and then they make something out of it.
I just want Fountains of Wayne to ever get back together. They're not going to.
Are they done? Really?
Yeah.
That's a fucking shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Schlesinger. Yeah, he just does movie soundtracks now,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
or
okay.
songs for movies.
They
Sure.
were asked
That's where the money
a
is.
couple of years ago if there was a chance, and they said, "I'll never say there's not a chance, but there's probably not a chance."
Good.
Yeah.
Good. assholes.
It's okay. Their discography is so good anyway. I can listen to it.
Yeah.
And never stops being good. Yep.
It never stops, never stopping.
So guns in America.
Yeah.
No,
Where
our shots
are
are
the
here.
shots at?
Shit. We need shots, damn it. We need to talk about something serious for once. Hey.
Wrong part.
You know, for the record, I actually did talk about gun control during Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect time to talk about gun
Well,
It's the
no,
reason
no,
for
no.
the season.
No, it was, I got my local sporting goods store flyer, and it had a buy one get one free handgun sale.
Well,
for
of
like
course it
$200.
did.
And I took a picture of that, put it on Facebook, like, is it time to talk about guns yet? Nope.
No, it's finally time to talk about Columbine.
If you can spend $200 and get 2 guns for the price of one,
I'm
Yeah.
upset you didn't take up that deal because that's a fucking great deal.
I mean, yeah.
no, they were shitty guns.
I mean, still, you know.
It was like,
It's still 2 for 1.
it was like Academy brand guns. It would have blown up if you
Comes
shot
in a
it.
white box that just says gun,
Gun.
on it. Yeah.
Acme gun.
Yeah. Yes, it was the Wile E. Coyote special.
It shoots anvils.
Now that I would buy.
No kidding. Who doesn't need an anvil?
Right.
I think Elon Musk has one of those. Actually, he has a flamethrower already, so it might as well have an ammo.
Okay,
I wish I would have bought one.
I know, me too. I mean, I'm also glad to keep $500 or whatever, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm about to give him 60,000, so
yeah,
I don't think I
it
need
should
to
come with a flamethrower.
You
yeah,
think so?
in the front. There should be a flamethrower in the front.
Yes.
Flamethrower in the front, baby.
Yeah.
What you drunk?
Dude, that is definitely a new song. That's a hit right there.
Flamethrower in the front.
That's the summertime
In the
hotness.
front.
Get it
It's a
ready.
Lil Wayne lyric.
Nah, it's gonna be Will Smith's gonna do it. It's gonna suck.
Oh, and ruin it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Man, he used to be so good, though. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
did.
always have a soft spot with Will Smith. You know, I have a soft spot.
I
for
know
Will
you
Smith.
do
Of
because
course.
he made Boom Shake the Room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 boom.
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince is who I am.
Just follow me.
Just follow me. But if you look at his stuff lyrically, it's all super nerdy.
Well, yeah. That's
mean-
why it's so good.
Well,
though.
it's like Childish Gambino. It's like I feel the same way about Childish Gambino. It's like I just wish he would have just done nerdcore, you know?
Yeah.
Or Kanye actually. I think Kanye was much better suited just rapping about Star Wars.
Well, that and
Josh, what do you think?
Rapping about Star Wars?
Star
Have you seen the
Wars.
Childish Gambino thing? Oh, the Lando rap? Oh my god, look that up right now.
Okay.
well, that and Will Smith. Most of Will Smith's lyrics are yeah,
No,
Yeah.
man. He does not do that.
He does it a lot. Yeah.
Childish Gambino, Lando. Landon.
The crowd said, "Ho!" in response to the way that I was kicking it.
Smooth and individual rhymes, always original.
That's right.
Oh, I ordered it when I knew it was gonna be.
Mr. Hyde's side. This is my wild side.
Y'all on a rap ride.
Oh, it wasn't actually Donald Glover though, right? It was Dimmy. Holy shit. All right.
Always strapped in case I got blasted. Ladies love my
I
style.
gotta
This is just some shit I threw down. Let a solo go like a blues song. Card player, gambler, scoundrel, the fuck are you on? Move on, you looking for saving, try Groupon. I'll get up in your girl as if she was a tauntaun. Don't need a line, cause she know I'm famous. I'm in a castle on a cloud city. I don't know what lame is. Or I'm a motherfucker blind man, I promise. Get you frozen in some carbonite too, if I'm honest. So roll the dice if you wanna know the outcome. I spent 1,000 staying fly, Millennium Falcon. Cake got me looking like a black pope. Scandal. Asian girls up in my magic kingdom like Orlando.
Okay, so that's Dimmy. I talked about this guy before, Electro Lemon.
Was that?
That was Electro Lemon. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it actually got to a point, it got to a point where, people are thinking that it's actually
That was the Will Smith thing.
What was it?
The Aladdin thing.
Oh yeah, the rumor that he was going to take over as Aladdin for the live action thing.
Yeah.
So the same guy made the rap, the Aladdin rap. And let's see if I can find it because mine is fucking
Because it
well.
sounds like it really is Will Smith.
Yeah,
That's your friend from way back, right?
yeah,
The Aladdin rap.
yeah.
I just listened to
Well,
the entire Aladdin soundtrack the other day.
Oh man, is the movie over already? All right, I guess I'm supposed to do rap now. Huh? Oh hold up. This is the beat I'm working with? Hey, yo, Alan Menken, throw a little funk on this, will you? Let's show them how we do it in Agrabah. Woo!
Okay, that's Will Smith.
There we go now.
That's not.
Well, it sounds like
Okay.
the woo.
I bring the woodwinds in. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let me tell y'all how we got it. One fine day, there was always a peace when the guards started running through the Agrabah streets. They were looking for Aladdin the Beast. They were nabbing some yeast, the thickest thieves in the Wild East. So Aladdin fleeced them, Abu as well. And the very next day, they were thrown in the cell. But arrested by request of Jafar, he was hunting for Aladdin like a southern safari. In his skies, he led Aladdin to a tiger's mouth to find a lamp that was way down south. And Aladdin could do it because he's worthy enough. He made his way through the cave like a diamond in the rough. The room collapsed, but they didn't die because they were saved by a carpet that was totally fly.
So that's also Electro Lemon. He's just like, and the video is funny too because it looks like it takes place, quote unquote, it takes place at the Disney D3 23 Expo or whatever,
Yeah.
the fan event.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like it looks like it's recorded of a person who's in the front row who's watching this like kind of shaky
Presentation,
cam
yeah.
presentation or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's done so well where it's like just
With
basically a bunch
hologram Will Smith.
with a yeah.
But
basically
people
hologram.
thought it was real.
People thought it was real. Yeah.
I need to watch that whole thing.
Oh, it's great.
Like I said, I really did the other day while I was cooking. Listen to the entire Aladdin soundtrack.
Oh, that's
Orc cop, never gonna stop. Better watch the clock because an orc is a cop now. Woo! Half cop, half orc, half cop. The orc is on top, cop is on the bottom. Scales badge. Orcs, cops got him on. Walking to the station, to my surprise, there was a big ass orc amongst all of the guys. I said, "What? Who's this?" He said, "My name's Orc Cop. It was my new damn partner. Almost made my heart stop." Oh man. That's Demi. That's also Demi. Demi Electro Lemon also had a song about all the ghosts he's scared of.
What ghost wouldn't you be scared of?
Well, it's like a Ghostbusters joke.
Okay.
I think it's called "I'm Afraid of Some Ghosts."
Bundy, Dahmer, Jack the Ripper, John Wayne Gacy, Genghis Khan, and Hitler. I'm afraid of a bunch of ghosts. Mussolini, Liam Neeson's Batman character, Stalin, the shark from Jaws. I'm afraid of like 10 or 12 ghosts.
I'm afraid.
He's great. So great. All right, we got some shots in front of us. Let's go ahead and
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Yeah.
we have 9.5 minutes. We can finish this anytime, really. Is that yours, Josh? Cool.
well, the band finally took a break.
Yeah, we can finally do concert.
2.5
fitting.
hours for their first half of the set. I
Cheers,
give him
everybody.
credit.
Hey, Ben, you want to give us a toast?
Nope, he's still holding out.
I'm out.
Cheers to
You know
Ben
what?
never getting-
Cheers to Drunkcast.
Thank you, sir.
Man, it was a good time.
Yeah.
There were lots of good times.
And the times will keep going. It'll just be a different name.
just be a different name.
We'll still make fun of Chris Lowe for being wrong about everything all the time.
Of course, Lloyd.
That's a standard.
Yeah, that's just science.
All right, I'm happy to round this
Is Chris
up.
Lloyd looking more and more like Jerry Seinfeld every day?
You're just seeing
Yeah.
it now. He always looked like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got to put a curly wig on him. Yeah.
He's not Billy Crystal.
Yeah, that's a shame. I'm still looking for him. I think he's here tonight. I feel it.
Yeah. Where's the gold?
He's probably inside.
He's your Bigfoot. Billy Crystal.
No,
is-
Billy
been-
Crystal
been-
actually exists.
Every picture I take of Billy Crystal is just
Does he though?
blurry.
How can you prove that these days?
I've seen him in movies.
How can you prove that these
I've seen
days?
him in movies before CGI was a thing.
All right, let's wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for listening to this special edition of the very last episode, after hours episode, etc.
Specialist edition.
A Drunkcast Live. I'd like to thank Adam McWaters for coming and hanging out with us, drinking a little bit more.
Thank you. I love you.
I'm excited to do more stuff with you in the future. Of
I
course.
can't wait.
I'd like to thank Banjo for coming and hanging out with us and getting a little bit more drunk.
Yeah. I'm about to be really drunk.
Tornin. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna ball till I fall.
Josh, thanks for being our special guest. Thank you. And Dylan, thanks for helping me run the show.
Of course.
If you like the show, you want to know more of the show, go to contentpending.com. Contentpending.com. You can find all our back catalog of the episodes that we've done before and everything we're going to do in the future. And we're going to have some very similar kind of concepts. We're going to do the main content pending the show, which is going to be a more focused thing. But we're also going to have the content pending after hours. It's going to be very much like Drunkcast. We're just going to like 45 minutes of just fucking around. People do like that, and I think we benefit from not having too many segments and when we're 17 drinks in or whatever. You go to iTunes, you go to Stitcher, you can go to the Google Play Store if you want to check out those episodes or any of those other things. And Twitter, of course, and Facebook, and find Drunkcast or find Concept Pitting. Go do those things. Go do those things with us. You can also, 802-359-7468. 802-359-7468 is the shot line. It's a phone number that actually is going to carry on into the new millennium with us. And I forgot that I actually have one last phone call.
Oh, wow. What?
That we should probably listen to. It's a long one, and it's about Star Wars. So it's actually good that Josh is here, because Josh and Dylan had a very good conversation about Star Wars.
Hey guys, it's Kika. I listened to the podcast where y'all did the Star Wars review. Sorry, it's a little early. It's 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And I had a few comments. First one, I think we should... I don't know if y'all watch Star Wars Rebels. Freddie Prinze Jr. plays one of the characters on the show, Kanan Jarrus, and I know it's supposed to be part of like canon and stuff. And something like that actually happens to his character with Leia, like where he's floating out in space, like he's thrown out of an airlock, and he's floating out in space, and he uses the Force to float back into the airlock, back onto the ship, and survives, like barely, but still. So there's some kind of canon-related event that ties to that moment with Leia. Second, I liked the movie. I watched it twice. The second time I noticed its flaws, like storytelling, and my biggest complaint is that Finn and Poe should have been locked up and sentenced to execution, because those guys suck dick. It makes no sense why they were able to get away with all of that stuff and people still kept listening to them for orders. That makes no sense in any kind of military situation whatsoever, especially after Poe broke orders, broke rank so many times. And basically, you could say that it was him and Finn's fault that all those people died on the transports. All that loss of life can be tied directly back to Finn and Poe. And it makes no sense to just go out there. But anyway, I'm glad you're always still doing this. Next time I'm in Austin, I'll try to stop by. Y'all have a great day.
You know what I want to say about that? I just want that guy's voice. When
he's got a great fucking voice. Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's I'm really hungover. I've had smoked like a pack of cigarettes. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Yeah. We all sound like that. But no, that is awesome. Thank you. We finally had someone call in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't Adam's wife.
That's true. That's true. And that's something.
Yeah, Josh did call one time. Yeah.
And that is something you could all do.
Yeah, call in 802-359-7468. We can still answer questions that you're interested in for the future, for the content binning thing. We can actually focus a little bit more. And, of course, if you like the show and you want to know about the show and you want it to continue to survive as it exists and as it evolves into content binning, please tell your friends to try it. Check it out. You know, just point to Drunkcast Live or to contentbinning.com. And we'll find it. We'll find each other in the hearts of our memories or whatever it is.
From inside the house.
From inside the house, yeah. I'm Travis, and I love you so much, and we'll see you in the future. Bye.
In the new
millennium. Bye.
We come to let you know what the deal is.
Content pending.